Good morning, everyone. Last night, Dillion Whyte made his sort of long-awaited return. I think it was 15 months he's been out, and now he's been passed with the British Boxing. Sorry, no, not the British Boxing Board of Control, the Texas Boxing Commission, I believe. Make of that what you will. Regardless, he made his comeback last night against Christian Hammer over in Ireland. There wasn't any. No one streamed this or no one screened this, as far as I can tell up to this point. I happened to dig around and find a fight early this morning. What can we take away from this? Firstly, let's say sort of what looked good for Dillion Whyte. His jab was okay at times when he kind of put the effort behind it, and it wasn't lazy. It was pretty good. It was accurate. He threw, when he put his punches together in twos and threes, he sort of went upstairs and went down to the body. You know, he was always a decent body puncher, as came the name, the body snatcher, didn't it? But he put his sort of punches together quite well. They were quite crisp, had some snap. He did resort later on to that kind of loop and clubbing overhand right type shot that he's used a lot throughout his career. But yeah, his combination punches in spurts were good. His accuracy was good. He showed decent speed. That's in terms of the positives. That's all I can really say. Let's remember he was in here against Christian Hammer. Now, Christian Hammer didn't offer much in the way of kind of resistance. Although Christian Hammer landed a few shots at times, Dillion Whyte wasn't particularly hard to hit. And Dillion did this thing where when Hammer threw more than a single shot, when he threw the twos and threes, Dillion Whyte just sort of leant forward and shelled up, kind of how a novice in the gym would do when they haven't really learned how to deal with pressure or learn any defensive skills. Never used his head really to get out of the way. Never used his feet to get out of the way. Just leant forward and kind of leant over in a kind of way of, just not know how to deal with punches coming at him, which is quite odd. And then when the stoppage came, it kind of came at the end of the round, round three. And there didn't seem to, I couldn't really tell the reason for the stoppage. This is going on the footage that I saw. But it was waved off, and then Dillion Whyte was sort of leant over onto the ropes in his corner, almost leaning onto the ropes, almost in sheer exhaustion, almost. Now, I know, like I said, he's been out for, I think, 15 months. So there's been no activity in this time. But, it wasn't fought at a particularly high pace. And I just found that a little bit disturbing. In terms of where it's told us where Dillion Whyte is, it's told us pretty much absolutely nothing. Because, again, like I said, this was in against Christian Hammer, who posed nothing in the way of threat, really. He posed no movement at all. Christian Hammer was kind of stood right in front of him for the whole time. At this point, again, I've said this before, when I said before, I questioned Dillion Whyte's relevance to the heavyweight division. It was from the point of view of, do I see him being a contender for the elite guys at this level? Could he be thrown in there in terms of the fact he's Dillion Whyte and a name? Yeah, possibly. Would anyone not want to see Anthony Joshua versus Dillion Whyte as one-sided as I believe that would be now? No, I think that would still sell. Do I want to see it? I'm not particularly really sure I want to see that going on this. Dillion Whyte needs, 1, 2 or 3 decent comeback tests to see where he's really at. I heard it bandied around sort of this morning that going on Joe Joyce's performance on Saturday night, Joe Joyce versus Dillion Whyte would be a good fight. Possibly so. I possibly even lean towards Joe Joyce with that, because he's been fighting sort of more regularly at a higher level of opposition than Dillion Whyte, having not fought for 15 months. But yeah, what have I got to add? Not a lot, because there wasn't a massive amount to learn from this, other than that Dillion Whyte is back and he's had a fight, albeit at a very low level, and not showing us a great deal. I saw the fight. It was on Pro Boxing Fans. They showed it this morning. I believe that's the only version of that out there. But go and check it out. Let me know what you guys think. That was it. Like I say, not a great deal to say about Dillion Whyte, other than he's back, and other than that, when he was fresh early in the fight, he put some decent combinations together, albeit Christian Hammer. And then he looked like he tired pretty quick, and defensively he looked pretty poor. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you all soon. I'm out.